And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm glad you all could be with us for a very special guest today. I'm excited to welcome author and motivational speaker Jessica James to our program today. She's the author of the book you guys see here on my Kindle called Trauma Breakthrough. I'm about to connect with our friends over on Amazon Live where you guys can be able to get her book. Going to go ahead and check our settings on Facebook. Make sure you guys can chat with us. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to be able to post those in the chat. Want to welcome those who are tuning in on Twitter, on YouTube, as well as on Facebook. This is going to be exciting. I had an opportunity to speak with Jessica on another platform. Her book is really powerful and I believe has something for everyone. So we'll talk to her about the response to the book, what's been like for her to be able to see the way the people are already resonating with it. And of course, if you guys do not have it for yourself, we'll make sure that you guys know how to be able to do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my post is public there, and it is. And we are all set there. So now we're going to go ahead and connect with our friends on Amazon Live and get started. And you all are watching Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. Glad you all could join us once again. And boy, do I have a great guest joining us for the very first time on the Amazon.com platform. Author Jessica James is someone I was introduced to a while back on social media. She and I have now connected. I'm excited to have spread the word about the book you guys see here that is also listed in the carousel. You guys can see for a very good price. For those joining us on the Amazon Live platform, you see the book is $2.99 for the Kindle edition, or you can get the print edition for $15.99. And this book really does have something for everyone. We're going to talk to Jessica not only about the putting together the book, but also the story behind it and what she hopes you're able to take away from it as well. Jessica, so glad to have you on with us. Welcome to Amazon Live.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Hey, glad to do it. Jessica, I want to say for our audience that's joining us on Amazon Live, there are two things you guys can do to kind of engage with us. One, make sure you guys give us a follow, depending on if you're watching us on your desktop or laptop or your mobile device. You notice the follow button is over here in this corner or it's below us. Also, you will notice that there are items in a carousel down below us here on Amazon Live. There you'll see Jessica's book. You'll see it in print as well as a Kindle, as well as the computer that I'm actually doing today's broadcast on, our BiteCool computer and my adjustable desk converter. I'll tell you guys about that a little bit later. But Jessica, I want to talk to you about this experience. You have been able to share your message with the world through this book, to be able to also inspire people. What has it been like for you to see the response to it?
Well, the responses have been great. Just being able to see the young girls and the older men. Look, those are two different genres. You have an older man and a younger girl being able to enjoy Trauma Breakthrough. And truly for what it is, it truly helps you towards your journey in self-love.
Yeah. And I think this is a great conversation for us, Jessica, to have as we're kicking off a brand new year, because everyone is talking about making this a new year, right? Having new opportunities. And when you hear the title, Trauma Breakthrough, that makes it sound as like you're coming from one thing to another. So talk to us about that. What was that journey like for Jessica James to go from one place to another in your life?
What I had to truly realize, Cyrus, was I couldn't wait on anyone to rescue me anymore. I couldn't wait on the opportunity. I couldn't wait on the person. I had to be the one to truly help myself break through. And once I made that conscious decision to truly break through as a woman for herself and her child, that's when I was able to do so. But I ran from it so long because I did not want to do that self-work. As we all know, self-work takes time and it takes patience. And as I looked over and truly learned myself as a woman, I truly saw, Jessica, you are impatient. You like things right here, right now. You know, you don't like to wait on anything. You like that microwave society that we live in on today. That's why we love fast food. We like it real fast. We want fast results. So once I calmed down, I saw there's no way that I could escape it. There was no way that I could escape it. So that's when I sat down, I did my self-work, and I truly learned who I was as a woman. And I truly saw the steps that I needed to break through was first realize that it had to come through me and not anyone else.
I love that. And I love that because taking a responsibility, Jessica, is not an easy step in all of this. And I should say for our audience, because I have actually read the book and you'll see my review actually there on Amazon. What I appreciate so much about this is that it is not about pointing the finger at yourself. It is realizing what you have in your power to do. But how is it well, maybe I should ask the question this way, Jessica. Why was it important for you to have the audience to own themselves? Because part of the book is the whole I am section of it. Why was that important for you to make sure that they were able to realize where they were, but also who they wanted to be?
Yes, that was very important, especially the I am, because in order to be accepted in society, you have to first know who you are and know
Mm,
that acceptance is not necessary for you to live a productive life. You have to
yeah.
first know who you are and what you are willing to accept and what you are not willing to accept. Once you know those things, you know who you are and you're on point through the rest of your life, and you know you're not going to settle for anything. And that's how I was able to get through my trauma breakthrough, because my traumatic experience came from allowing a man to abuse me, allowing my voice to be dead, allowing me to put up with something that I knew I truly did not want to put up with. So once I found out who I was, if that situation was to try to happen now, that would be bar none at all. That relationship wouldn't even start because I know who I am.
Yeah. Terry, we appreciate you joining us on the Facebook side. Terry Crook says, "Speak, my sister." I think that's the thing, and people are getting that message. And Jessica, so let's kind of break the book down. As I mentioned, I have the book here on my Kindle device. If you guys have not gotten it for yourself, if you got, and she has the print edition there. You'll see Jessica with it there. It is on
Right.
Amazon book in print as well as the Kindle edition. If you're not joining us on the Amazon platform, there's a link that will take you right over to where we are on Amazon. You guys will be able to get your copy of it. So you begin the book with something interesting, Jessica. The book is called Trauma Breakthrough. You begin it with coloring pages. Talk to us about that and kind of the makeup of the book.
Yes, the coloring pages was kind of a little subtle for you to truly feel comfortable when you get in there, because coloring truly helps you to de-stress. So within my
Mhm.
stressful situation, what I used to do was color to de-stress from my day, to try to
Mm,
escape from being abused. So that's why I got the color pages in there first, and I'll be able to break it down and let you know why the color pages are in there. So you see the little cute color pages in the beginning, and you're like, okay, that looks real cute. But I didn't know that she used to color after being abused to escape her current situation. So it's
mhm.
realistic things in there also with some imaginary things to help you to get through your whatever breakthrough, whatever trauma you may be experiencing at the moment.
Yeah. And you allow them to express themselves. Melissa Banks, glad you could join us on the Facebook side. She says, "Don't hold back, Queen." Melissa, I think she's taking that advice already. She's getting us started. She's getting us started in a big way here. But you have the coloring pages, and then you have the work. You have the exercises there. Talk to us about that, because again, as we're talking about ourselves as individuals, Jessica, I think the big thing that everyone has to realize is that if you want to change, one, you have to recognize the need for it, but also
Yeah.
take the action. Talk to us about how you decided what you want to talk about next. And that was really about how the audience can be able to look at themselves and be able to set themselves up for success.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Talking about a to-do list, talking about being able to identify your purpose. Because when we
Hmm.
look at life in itself, there are a lot of great opportunities out there. There are a lot of great
Yeah.
opportunities out there, but that does not mean that your great self should engage in those great opportunities. So once I
Mm.
identified what my purpose was, I started to align myself with only things that align with my purpose. And my purpose is to uplift and inspire people with mental health issues. Why? Because I was a woman who struggled through mental health issues because I didn't know what it was. For one, no one was talking about it. I didn't hear anybody talking about being depressed and having anxiety. People thought I was crazy, but I knew something was wrong. I knew something was off balance after I had my son. So I did my own research. And after that, I said, I've identified myself as having postpartum depression and anxiety. How do I get through this? I have to first get organized. What do I want to do with my life now? I set out my goals and I said, you know what? My son is here now. The example for him and go out and accomplish those goals now. So that was my to-do list portion, as well as the free writing. Sometimes you just don't know what to say or what format to put it in. So you have a free writing space. And with having my own journal now, I have my own copy. I haven't got my big bulk yet, but I had to go along to get my own copy. And I
Yeah.
put some of my own advice within the free writing space. And I wrote something real, very simple. Sorry, so I'm gonna share this with you all. I
Okay.
said, I have just realized that my silence was too expensive. I put that in my free writing space. So this is a space that you can write whatever you're feeling at the moment. And I wrote this just the other day. And I said, wow, my silence was too expensive. When I decided that I wanted to stop being silent and stop not allowing people to know what I went through as a woman, being abused, I was able to break myself free and increase my energy and release myself from depression because
Wow.
I spoke out and let people know what I had been going through on the inside.
Wow. Such a powerful thing. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, you're watching Cyrus Webb Presents here on the Amazon Live platform, but we also are joined by other online sites as well. Today we're speaking with author and motivational speaker Jessica James. We're talking about this book you guys see here. If you guys are joining us on the Amazon side, we have it highlighted in the carousel there. You just saw Jessica holding up the print edition, which is $15.99. We're going to go ahead and highlight the Kindle edition now. It is $2.99. You guys can one-click it like I did, have it right on your device, have it ready for you guys going into the weekend to carry with you each and every day. I want to also say, as I mentioned earlier, we are actually broadcasting this program today on Amazon Live using our BiteCool computer. BiteCool has made it very affordable and easy for you guys who are doing a lot of streaming these days on platforms like what we're doing on social media and other places, as well as getting your work done and make it very easy for you guys to travel with your laptop. They have this one on sale right now on Amazon. I'm going to highlight it there in the carousel on Amazon for $279. And it comes with Windows 10 and a free upgrade to Windows 11 as well. So you guys can be able to get this one at BiteCool right now, the laptop that we're using for this broadcast today, for $279. Also, you'll notice here on the side where I have Jessica's book, we also have my desk converter there as well. Hello to Pauline, good to see you. It is on sale right now. And the guys, when I got this going into Black Friday, it was three times the price that it is now. It is now on sale for only $25.90. $25.90 right now. It's made by Sunflex. It comes in white and black. I have this one in my home studio, the white one in my office. I have the black one, but you can be able to adjust it as you need it to be adjusted for your particular height. But again, it's on sale right now for $25.90, a really good deal. And as I mentioned, on here I have my Kindle device and I have Jessica's book there for $2.99. Jessica, you said something really interesting that I want to go back to because I think this is really interesting. I don't normally like to categorize messages for men versus for women because I really believe that things like this are universal.
Yeah.
But there is something I think some women struggle with more so than men, and that is putting themselves first. You mentioned your child and you mentioned the to-do list. I want to talk about that because a lot of times, especially I've noticed this more with women, they tend to not put themselves as a priority on the list. How important has that been for you to prioritize you?
Yes, that's very, very scientific also, Cyrus. When I did my research as well as coming out with this, I saw that it's a psychosocial thing with women. Men don't have as much problems with self-esteem and truly putting themselves on the back burner like women do. And that's because we are nature. We are born by nature to be caregivers, to truly make things better. No, but within being a woman, truly putting myself first, I had to see that it was a priority because when I did not do it, I saw myself as frustrated.
Mm.
I was angry, irritated. Why? Because you're tired. You think you're wrong for truly taking care of yourself, but it has to be mandatory. And it is mandatory now because I see that I'm a better mother. I'm a better woman. I'm more gentle when I take care of myself. And I can find out different ways on how to take care of my son when I take care of myself. See, we think that we're being selfish. No, we're being smart, quite genius, to be specific, because we're putting ourselves first to be better for the people that are around us and surrounding us.
Yeah, I love that. So in that to-do list, make sure, I think it's a great reminder for all of us, make sure that you're not forgetting yourself along the way. And if there's something else, Jessica, about you in particular, I want to speak with, because there are other individuals who will look at you and all that you're giving, right? You're giving out, you're pouring into others. What do you do to replenish yourself?
Well, as for me, one thing I do, I de-stress. I listen to Dappy Keys. It's a inspirational holy music. It's just a truly vibration. Just listen to the music and you truly be able to just worship. That's what I do. I worship God within that time. I worship and just de-stress and just started to think back of all the things that, that God brought me through, just being grateful in the moment. Not thinking about anything else that needs to be achieved, but truly being grateful for where I am right now, right here. That's the best part about it. You have to truly be grateful where you are now in order to receive more and just de-stress from everything. Turn the phone off. No social media. I stopped being on social media as much on the weekends. I think I truly turn it off on the weekends. I have to just detach and de-stress from everything, Cyrus. So that's what I do.
Love that. Love that. It's a great reminder. So as we're talking about, for those who may have missed it, we're walking through the components of Jessica James' book here, Trauma Breakthrough. She begins it with these coloring pages. So again, for those who are joining us on other platforms, you notice we use the hashtag adult coloring book because it definitely, I was telling Jessica, it definitely fits into that category. But there's also the affirmations, the opportunity to be able to write I ams there for yourself. We talked about the to-do list, making sure that you guys have that. And then there's the work. As you mentioned, words you've even wrote for yourself, Jessica. Talk to us about what you hope readers take away from it, especially when it comes to the I ams, about making that a daily thing for themselves, to write something about themselves that they want for themselves.
Yes, I would like everyone to take away the fact that this is a journal, a book that you can use for everyday life. Whether you're doing a to-do list, whether you're taking notes in church, whether you just want to write out how you're feeling and you don't want to vent to anyone else. After you pray, of course, a lot of people say, well, just pray about it. But sometimes you need to just write it out. Instead of speaking it out, sometimes you just need to write it out. But the Trauma Breakthrough book truly are steps that gives you strategies on how to live your life after a traumatic experience. Because a lot of times we feel as though our traumatic experience puts us back and makes us truly not good individuals. It truly puts a stain on us. But truly know that that stain, no one can see but you. A lot of times you present yourself, no one else can see that. But the Trauma Breakthrough book truly gives you strategies to know that you are not alone. And there's different ways to break through, not just one, but different ways to break through. And you can take hold of every single one of them and color too.
Yeah. We've talked a lot in this segment today, Jessica, and we're about to let our audience know how to stay connected with you, but we talked a lot about self-care. What about self-love? Because if someone has gone through any type of trauma or any type of difficulty, loving themselves is not always easy. How did you get to that place?
Yes, you will truly hate yourself for allowing yourself to go through certain things. Because my whole thing was, I'm not blaming that person for what they did. I blamed me. And I was so hard on myself that I didn't see that, okay, stop being hard on yourself and do the work to make it better. I wasted so much time being hard on myself instead of working on myself to make the situation better for me and my son. So once I got over that and started just loving on me and seeing, okay, I saw other people's situations. That's one thing that helped me too. Truly, it did. I saw other people's situations. And I said, oh, I'm hidden. So how can I bring a light to this to help the other woman, the other man that's truly maybe struggling right now and hiding? They don't even want to know what they've been through. They're hiding from it. I can stand boldly and be the example for them to show them I'm just like you was. I was hiding. I put myself behind. I doubted myself. I had myself put last on the back burner. And by doing that, what I did was I used to traumatize myself by overeating, killing myself just because I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be here anymore because I was embarrassed and I didn't love myself enough. But I truly had to take hold and say, you're going to live a better life. You're going to live a better life because not only you deserve it, but God wants you to have it. And then you have an example in other people in this world and also your son. You have to be the example for the life that you brought into this world.
Wow. Kathy Hozaffel is joining us on the Amazon Live says, Kathy says, love the message of raising self-esteem. And it's so true. And it's not something we do enough. There's so many things I say all the time, Jessica, my audience knows, there's so many things that are going to beat us down. We don't need to add to it. There's enough that's going to come at us that's going to test us and try us and make us think that we can't do or what we are not. But I love the fact that with this book, and I keep timing out here. There we go. With Trauma Breakthrough. I'm not giving it enough attention. It is like, you know what? Hey, I'm not giving it enough attention. It's like, okay, well, you're ignoring me right now. I'm just going to sleep. But I love the fact that with Trauma Breakthrough, you're able to remind us of who we are. And reminding us too where the power lies in that. It's not for other people to validate us.
No.
We have to be able to validate ourselves and to let us know that we're worthy of the time, we're worthy of the love, we're worthy of the goals, we're worthy of the ambitions, and we are worthy of the opportunity to make today better than yesterday. So what is your hope then, Jessica, for people who are just finding out about Trauma Breakthrough, people who will get their copy today and moving forward? What is your hope the book does for them?
I hope that this book truly lets them see themselves and identify a new thing, a new gift that they have, something that's within them that they never identified before. Truly identifying themselves and finding out the good within them. And do it frustrated. A lot of times we wait until we feel better to do something. No, sometimes you just got to do it frustrated to get it done.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Love it. Again, everyone, author and motivational speaker Jessica James has been our guest. Trauma Breakthrough is the book. For those joining us on Amazon, you guys will see I have the Kindle edition highlighted there. It's $2.99. That's what I have. You saw Jessica holding up her print copy of the book. There it is, $15.99 there. Make sure you guys do click below in the carousel. You can be able to order your own copy. And Jessica, how can they stay connected with you?
Yes, you all can stay connected to me on Instagram at I am Jessica James, on Facebook at Jessica James, and now on Twitter at Jessica James. Look, I'm new. I'm a baby to Twitter. So somebody inbox me. You can get in contact with me too on my inbox. Let me know how to use that Twitter too.
There you go. There you go. And we have tagged you on Twitter as well. So when we get off, you can be able to retweet it over there, Jessica, as well, because we're streaming live on Twitter right now.
So. Wonderful. Look, I'm getting used to Twitter. I said, as good as I have Facebook and Instagram, and it took me a long time to get on there because I said, I don't want nobody following me. But of course, as we want to bring forth the messages and let the world know, we have to get on social media and be social.
There you go. There you're doing a great job for sure. Again, everyone, make sure you guys are staying connected with Jessica. Jessica, congratulations to you again on Trauma Breakthrough, and looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you so much, Cyrus. Blessings to you, sir.
Thank you. Blessings to you as well. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.